Today on Cutlers Court.
Let me tell you about this man. He drinks and he stays out all night, and he lies, and I need him to grow up and be a man.
Your Honor, when I came home, my passport was on fire in the front yard.
That's because this man said that he was moving to Mexico. Ain't no way you leaving me with these children and you moving to Mexico.
But isn't it a federal offense to burn up a passport? I don't know. At any rate.
Somebody needs to take it in right now.
We'll find out today if he is the father of her child. This is Cutlers Court. Sameera Moore is here because she says her fiancé's doubts about their baby's paternity are tearing them apart. She's in court to prove he is, in fact, the father, and to confront his lack of maturity, drinking habits, and commitment to their future. Antonio Ariza says his trust in Sameera has been shaken, especially after she called off their wedding. He's in court to get the truth about their child's paternity and decide whether to move forward as a family or walk away for good.
Your Honor, this is case number 2018, Moore versus Ariza.
Ms. Moore, you have brought your significant other to our courtroom because you are having some real issues, problems, and concerns. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me some details about those things?
Sure. I brought Antonio here today because I'm bringing him to let him know that he is the father of our 4-week-old son, Ian Ariza. He drinks and he stays out all night, and he lies, and I need him to grow up and be a man. That's why I'm bringing him here today.
All right. Let me get that list together.
Okay.
He needs to grow up.
He does.
Needs to stop drinking.
Yep.
Needs to be a man.
Yep.
And he needs to know he's the daddy.
Yes, he do.
Okay. Did I do good?
You did great.
Okay, all right. Mr. Ariza, what are you here for?
I'm here to make sure Ian Ariza is my son. Whenever me and Sameera gets into an argument, she wants to pack up and leave, and I'm not sure if she wants to be her wife yet.
Did you want her to be a wife yet?
I want her to be the wife, but I don't think she's ready to be a wife.
Well, what you propose to me for?
Well,
Dip.
did you propose to her?
I did propose to her.
Okay.
How long had y'all been together before he proposed?
We were together only 3 months.
Oh.
We got together in April, and he proposed in July.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So 3 months.
3 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How did y'all meet?
We met over FaceTime. I had a family member in the service. He is a former service member. And my family member called home, and during that FaceTime call, the first time he saw me, he said, that's gonna be my wife. So I'm trying to figure out why he's trying to figure out if I'm wifey material or not.
Okay. Y'all on a phone call and you like, that's the one?
It was love at first sight, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. When I seen her overseas and I seen her through her family member's phone, I was like, I'm gonna marry that woman. Now I got my whole hopes up for no reason. Like,
You like, is that gonna happen?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You don't think it's gonna
I'm
happen?
not sure.
Okay, why? What has changed that makes you think she's not that person?
We get in any type of argument, she packs up all of her things and she's ready to go.
Okay, well let's back this
Okay.
up. Ms. Moore, how long have you all been a couple?
Almost 2 years.
So almost 2 years. 3 months in,
Yes.
you were engaged. So I gotta think that first 3 months was pretty awesome.
It was.
Okay, was the next 3 months pretty awesome?
I wouldn't say so, because then he turned into a magician and he go and disappear all night. Go drinking and end up at the bar and all that other stuff.
Well,
So-
wait, if he's at the bar, you know where he is. So how'd he disappear?
Sir.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. That's the same thing that I'm saying. I let her know every time I leave the house.
That's not the truth.
Okay, so do you go to the bar every time you
Yeah,
leave
the
the
same
house?
spot. She knows where to pop
The
up.
same spot.
Okay,
Is
and
it the same spot in the spot?
The same place. I drink at the same spot in our city.
Your Honor,
Okay.
let me tell you. First and foremost, let me tell you about this man. One day, he left at 4:00 p.m. Once he left home at 4:00 p.m., he told me he was going to the gym. So I'm thinking he going to the gym. He want to get his dad bod together. We, freshly postpartum, just had a new baby. His stomach kind of big, mine is too. But he can leave the house and I can't. So he go to the gym. He text me, he tell me, okay, I'm gonna go to walk-ons. Everybody know walk-ons got good food, good drinks, and they play the games. I'm thinking he gonna go watch the game, he gonna come home. He text me, ask me what I wanna eat. I think he gonna bring me something to eat. I'm not a big girl, but I'm a big girl at heart because I love to eat. I'm from the South, okay?
Okay.
And a good food, I love it.
Okay.
But he told me that he was gonna come home at 10 o'clock, right? So I'm waiting, expecting him to come home from 10 o'clock all the way up to probably 3 o'clock in the morning when I rolled over to feed our son. And I'm like, hey, where he at? You know, I go looking through the catalog of if he done got locked up, I call the hospitals and everything. You know, I'm worried. I'm in love with this man. I want this man to be safe, you know. I had not heard from this man, had not seen him at all. So you know what I did?
Food. You didn't get any food?
I didn't get no food at all. And I was home with a newborn baby. I got a video to prove it that I took all his stuff and I threw it outside.
Okay. Do we have the video?
Yes, ma'am, I think you do.
Oh, okay. Man. Just for some exercise.
What you doing right there?
I'm throwing everything in the car. We got neighbors. Everybody can see what I'm doing. It's embarrassing to have all your stuff outside.
It's embarrassing to have a man that's at the club every night.
Your Honor, when I came home, my passport was on fire in the front yard.
That's because this man said that he was moving to Mexico. Ain't no way you leaving me with these children and you moving to Mexico.
Oh.
Ain't no way.
I don't want to, but isn't it a federal offense to burn up a passport? I don't know. At any rate.
Somebody needs, you can take it in right now. You can take it in right now.
Okay, so Miss Moore, he disappeared. He was gone all night, well into the next morning. Okay, so let me ask you this: you're familiar with the night in question where you didn't come home, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, inquiring minds want to know, where were you?
Oh, I was at my family member's house.
Why?
But hold on.
Why?
I was sober, but when I woke up, I was sober. I was obviously tore up.
That is
He
not
drove me to his house.
Okay, so you were at a bar with a family member.
Yes, that's correct.
And because you were drunk,
He brought me to his house.
it didn't
That's
let you
correct.
drive.
My phone was still in the car. My keys were still in the car.
Sound like a bunch of excuses to me.
Coming up,
He act like he didn't want to answer the phone. So you know what I did? I clicked answer, and it was a female on the other side of the phone.
I told her it was my cousin because I didn't want to argue.
That's another lie. That's exactly what I'm
I told her it was my
saying.
cousin because I didn't want to
all
argue.
right,
y'all.
hold on.
are you in need of a paternity test? We can help. Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
You're familiar with the night in question where you didn't come home, right?
That's correct.
Okay, inquiring minds want to know, where were you?
So he disappeared that one time. What else has he done?
One time.
Okay, he disappears, according to you. What else has he
Answer
done?
that man question.
What else has he done?
And he tell lies about small things.
Okay, such as?
Such as on New Year's, we were coming from a family member's home. He was towed from the floor up there, and I was driving. He was in the passenger seat. His phone rung. He act like he didn't want to answer the phone. So you know what I did? I clicked answer, and it was a female on the other side of the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was connected to the car.
Yes, it was connected to the car.
That is a rookie mistake. Yeah.
You allowed me.
All right, so...
He digressed. I answered it, and I told him to say something.
And
So-
I asked who it was. Nobody answered. I didn't know who it was either, Your Honor. To this day, I don't know who it was.
He say he don't know who it was, but the girl say, how you don't know my voice? Well, yeah, how you don't know her voice? Because how she got your number? She
Now
say,
you
is
doing
this
too much,
Antonio?
Well, she knew you.
Okay, and the number.
When I asked her who was this, she said, oh, who is this? I said, well, who is this? She was like, B-I-T-C-H, you know who this is. And then the girl hung up the
See,
phone.
that's a lie right there.
Whenever the phone hung up, I told her it was my cousin because I didn't want to argue.
That's another lie. That's exactly what I'm
I told her it was my
saying.
cousin because I didn't want to
All
argue.
right,
Your
hold
Honor.
on. Mr. Reza, these are all, I don't even know, these are rookie mistakes. This is, you can't have your phone connected to your car and your lady's gonna be in the car. You might get a call from your money market that's not connected to your checking account. All them things, you gotta avoid that. You gotta avoid that. And so, and then the fact that you like, it's my cousin. Was she born last night? No, she wasn't.
Nah, that's
You
the world's
say that-
best detective right there.
Sure
That's why I
is.
told her.
Well, yeah,
No,
you make
you
it
just
easy
know,
for her.
you ain't even making her work for it. I'd have just been silent.
I was driving too. I should have just let it go in the lake. I should have just let the car ride off.
And then you look and make sure she ain't saying, looking at you.
Right.
No, you just go quiet.
Okay.
The best answer is no
Spam.
answer.
Spam. Oh, I think it's spam. Keep it
Man, y'all
moving.
know that ain't funny. Y'all doing too much back there. Man.
And another thing is, as far as our wedding, we were supposed to be putting money to the side for our wedding.
Okay.
About $600 a month.
Okay.
You know, so we had a shared bank account. I'm thinking, okay, we contributing to our wedding. We going to go get married. You know, ride off in the sunset. But apparently, I'm not wifey material. Look, that's when we got proposed. When I got proposed to.
3 months into the relationship.
3 months into the relationship.
All right.
I like the orange.
Thank you.
And so you're supposed to be setting aside $600 a month.
$600 a month.
Is that $300 each or?
No, it's $600.
How much you was putting in? I was putting in, Your Honor, that was all my money that I worked hard for.
Well, hold
I'm
on,
putting
hold
it
on.
all into the bank account.
Hold on.
She put in 1 month, and after that 1 month she put in, I'm contributing to our whole bank account.
Okay,
Okay.
so hold on, but I want to hear. So the agreement was $600 each per month.
Yes.
For the wedding.
For 12 months.
All right, and we're under the category of lying about small things, right?
Correct,
All right,
correct.
So where's the lie? That's the part I'm not.
The lie is the fact of the matter that he told me that if we ever get into it and we split up, that we could half and everything down the middle. But what he did was he took all the money and transferred it to his account.
Oh.
Up next,
I left her that $600 that she put in.
I gotta ask you, Miss Moore. Is baby Ian Mr. Areza's? And how do you know that?
I know where she been. My
Talking
pocketbook.
about.
Oh, Lord. Miss Areza, did you transfer the money, the wedding account, to yours?
I took it all.
Really?
I left her that $600 that she put in.
If you decide to get married, you're gonna have to start all over again with this account, or do you still
I didn't-
have the money?
Your Honor, I didn't say I spent it. I just transferred over to like
Okay.
prove to her like, oh, I'm gonna take my money because I put in most of the money.
I'm
that's
I'm
what
not
man's
gonna let you
supposed to
just
do.
half it.
Why not?
So
big
were
dog.
you
Okay,
threatening to
okay.
leave him?
I was, Your Honor, because it
Oh.
was many incidents of being drunken and going out and partying. I done been through a lot, Your Honor. I'm older than him, and I've gone through a lot, and I feel like I've learned a little bit earlier than him. And when it comes to tragedy, I'm so used to being pulled away from people and places and things that I love due to tragedies. So it is easy for me to leave, and when he shows certain characteristics, and I've been through that before, my first thing is the flight. I don't have any fight in me because I've already lost so much. And I love this
Well,
man.
she
I
tried
am
to
in love
fight,
with
Your
this
Honor,
man.
I'm sorry to interrupt her. She tried to fight that DNA test.
Well, let's talk about that. Why are we here for a DNA test? What's the concern,
Well,
the question?
One night, me and her got into it, and I went through a phone. Man, as a man, I don't know who is in this audience. Don't go through no woman phone at all. Don't
Why?
go through
What'd
no
you-
woman phone.
Why?
I've seen millionaires, people with private jets, rappers, check the cash app. She got dudes cash apping her money. I feel like whenever she packs up and leaves, like that's where she going. I don't know where she's going.
It's not to go be with anybody else, Your Honor. I've told him that. If I ever leave, it's not to go be with somebody else. It's to better myself.
If we were to look at your phone, would we see cash transfers to you from folks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you respond to these folks?
I've had a couple of sponsors.
Okay. When you say sponsors, what exactly are they sponsoring?
I guess just the lifestyle.
And have they been sponsoring your lifestyle since you've been with Mr. Areza?
Well, he made me cut him off.
One of the guys, she was texting, said, I'm gonna get you pregnant, I'm gonna have your baby. She's giving phone calls, voice messages, all this stuff to this guy.
You know, I was.
You saw all
I
this
saw it.
in her phone.
I saw it.
Well, you know, I say if you go look, you gonna find.
find.
So
And that's why
You don't
I
wanna
advise,
know,
don't
don't
look
go
through no
looking.
woman phone.
So, Ms. Moore, was that in your phone?
I can't deny that, Your Honor.
Okay.
okay.
I cannot deny
What a Bible is.
So-
You need to put your hand on the Bible. Before
Well, no,
She said
she's
she
not
I
denying it.
can't deny
She's
it.
admitting it.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, Miss Moore, is baby Ian Mr. Areza's baby? And how do you know that?
I know where she been. My
talking
pocketbook.
about.
Oh, Lord. Okay,
And so we got this paternity issue we need to deal with.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. We are now ready to reveal the DNA results prepared by DNA Diagnostics regarding 4-week-old Ian Ariza.
Mr. Ariza, the DNA results conclusively prove that you Mr. Ariza, the DNA results conclusively prove that you, oh, so cute, you are the father. That's the little man. Oh my goodness, how y'all here wasting time with me and not kissing on that baby? Oh, okay. So we are over the hump of questioning this child's paternity, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to be with him?
I do.
Do you want to be with her?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you want to be together in a way that makes you happy, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You gonna do everything I tell you?
No.
I don't know about all that.
Okay.
Well,
And I think it's because it's coming from a woman.
Okay,
All
but
right,
we gonna both talk to you.
Well, let
So
it come
I'm gonna
from
let Mr. Cutler start then. Get him primed.
There you go.
Okay.
the whole alcohol thing, because a lot of her complaints always, yeah, he was out drunk, he was out partying, he was out. That is a lot of her concern. So you need to address that. You just cannot fall back on, well, you know, that's what I like to do, and you know, I was in the military and that's what we did, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's a different ball game now. You have a child that you need to take care of. At all times, you need to be in full possession of your faculties. If you're going out getting drunk, you don't know where you are, somebody's got to take you home, you can't protect yourself, you can't protect your family, you can't do what you need to do, you can't function if you don't know what's going on. So I'm not saying don't drink, but if you're drinking to get drunk and so drunk that you don't know what's going on, that she's got to come and find you, she's got to come and drive you home, that is not a recipe for a successful relationship. It's not a recipe for a successful fatherhood and not a recipe for a successful life. So you're gonna have to make some changes.
That's correct. Nobody's ever put it to me that way.
This is your family. You're responsible for your family.
I got you.
So if you need help, ask for it. There are a number of organizations specifically for our veterans. Please take advantage of them. You, Miss Moore,
Yes, ma'am.
Southern Belle through and through.
Oh,
I ain't mad at it. He needs to know that you believe in him. Nothing makes a man more man than a woman that believes in him. So provide that for him. You should be his biggest cheerleader. You should be the place where he feels utterly safe. So give that to him. So you can't just pack up every time he makes you mad. That's when you dig in and you dig deep. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
Go kiss that baby for me.
Oh,
Ooh,
y'all.
I wish y'all brought him.
All right, that is the determination of this court, and court is adjourned.
Today on Cutler's Court.
Were you there for the baby's birth?
No,
You were not?
I was not.
Ms. Bacon, did you tell him that you didn't want him there for the baby's birth?
We was broken up. We was off and on, basically. And so I told him the baby wasn't his.
Is there a chance that there's someone other than Mr. Childs who could be Legacy's father?
The DNA results conclusively prove that you
We'll find out today if this man is the father of her child. This is Cutler's Court. Jarius Childs claims he's been caught in a whirlwind of love, doubt, and responsibility. While he's not convinced their love story was meant to last, he's asking the court to settle his doubts and confirm if his girlfriend's daughter is truly his child. Memory Maycoon says it's ironic that her boyfriend questions her loyalty when he is the one cheating. She's confident that the DNA test will prove their daughter is his and hopes the Cutlers will offer some insight on how he can step up as a family man and put his playboy ways behind him.
Your Honor, this is case number 2028, Childs versus Macon.
Mr. Childs, we get a number of cases in this courtroom where there's a lot at stake. But in this case, your legacy is at stake.
Yes,
and
Your
when
Honor.
I say your legacy, I'm talking about your daughter legacy. Tell me what's going on.
I'm here for a DNA test and to see whose legacy is mine. But before I go there, I want to tell about the story how me and Miss Macon met. We met at work. I walked through the double doors and I felt like I was bullied into a relationship.
Bullied into a relationship?
Bullied into a relationship, Your Honor. I feel like the mama and the daughter plotted on me when I walked through the door. So when I walked through the door, it's like match made in heaven. It's like we kicked it off real good. We was together, we rocking. Then it's just like, as the months go by, it started getting a little shaky.
Okay, so you walked in the double doors at work. What was she doing?
Working.
She was working there.
Yeah, at the
So
front
same
desk.
workplace.
Yes, we work it together.
Okay, and what was she doing that you say bullied you into a relationship?
I felt like they plotted on me when I walked through the door, because all eyes was on me when I walked through the door.
You gotta like that, right?
I mean, maybe.
Not maybe.
You gotta go on like that. You walking in there, all eyes on you.
I mean, do a little something, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And so you walked in and she's just looking at you.
Yeah, just staring at me, eye contact, all eyes on me. Really ain't paying attention to it, but I see it in my peripheral view. Met her, then after I started talking to her, then we started kicking it off.
So was that your first day at work?
Yes.
Okay, so fresh meat. Okay, I see what happened. I see what happened. So, Miss Baker, Mr. Childs walks in the door, and what happens to you?
He come out of nowhere. He was like, "Can I get your number?" For work-wise, obviously. And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I gave him my number, and we went from there.
So y'all are vibing as a couple. You
Yes,
get
we are.
together, okay?
How long
we
have you
are.
all been together as a couple, Miss Maker?
2 years going on 3.
Going on 3 years. Okay, all right.
You don't see nobody true colors till about 6, 7 months.
You know,
Okay.
Mr. Cutlers says you meet the ambassador till then.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you ain't the real them.
Right.
Okay.
I wish people started showing them in the first week, but
So when the true colors started showing up, what colors were you seeing?
I was saying stars.
All right?
Oh.
And what were you seeing that was causing you to see, her in a different light?
We all have our own things in life
We do.
that we like.
Yeah?
I like to play the game. I like to play the PlayStation 5. I have a PlayStation
Oh,
5.
okay.
That's like my escape plan, my escape route to get away from everybody. Long day at work, dealing with the kids. Come home, I want to hop on the game.
All right?
And it's like, she asked me to do certain stuff. I feel like I just got off work. I'm home. I said I had to deal with no children, nobody but me. I ignore her. She come over there, get the swing.
Get the
Swinging?
Swing.
What is that? I mean, like, literally,
Pop me back in the head, like, get off the game.
oh, this.
Yeah, slap me.
So what kinds of things does she want you to do?
Get the baby, make about her, help her with food, something like that should have been already done before I got there. Like, a lot of procrastinating going on.
Because he ignores me.
Okay.
Okay, so are you all still working together?
No.
So you're home all day.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
So your expectation is since she's home all day, these things should be done.
Before I get there, young.
That's A, expectation A. Expectation B is, if there's anything he has to do, give me a minute. Let me just get home and just relax a little bit, play a little
Let me take a
PlayStation.
shower, let me get myself together.
And then I can do some things, but don't hit me with that as soon as I hit the
So when I
door.
walk through the door.
Okay, all right.
All I ask for, young.
So how do you feel about giving Mr. Childs a minute, like to pull his life together? Take a breather.
I just really be wanting his quality time instead of you just hopping on the game, like still Xing us out and you done been away from us all day.
What is a reasonable amount of time to allow him to come home, shower, play a game, have a minute?
I say like an hour.
For you, what would reasonable be?
At least 3.
Oh, sir.
That's too much. That's too long,
What time do you get home in the evening usually?
Almost like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
You say if you get 3 hours when you get home, if you get home at 6, You're like, give me 3 hours and I'll be fine.
Like 6, 7, 8,
That's 9 o'clock by that point. And
Yup.
9 o'clock, the kids should be on their way down.
They
And
in the bed by 8.
Yeah, you done skipped all the stuff.
that's a good deal.
It is not a good deal.
That's a good deal.
So, you said an hour. You said 3 hours. The judge and me is about to split this baby. Y'all, like 90 minutes. But you all can actually resolve issues by just listening and coming to a middle ground where you both can live and say, okay, we done fighting about this because this is the agreement, right?
Right.
That's important to be able to know you can do that.
And so in this case, there is a question about Legacy's paternity because you requested a DNA test, right?
Yes, because when we get to arguing, it get to the point where I get my stuff and leave. Not to the point where I'm breaking up. I just rather get my stuff and go to my mama's house or something. I ain't finna...
Just to avoid conflict, to cool
like,
down.
'cause I ain't the person that finna argue with a female. That's really lame. So I'm not finna keep going back and forth. I did that a couple of times, but it don't get me nowhere, but more trouble and stuff thrown at me and get hit, you know? You know, so I'm trying to avoid
You throw
that.
things, Miss Bacon?
Yes, ma'am.
What you throw?
Whatever around me.
Oh. Well, you know, that could be a vase, that could be a TV, that could be...
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
all right, well, good choices being made over there. Get out.
Thank you. And I'd be like, I'm finna leave, and she'd be like, Legacy ain't yours, no way. So that really hurts me.
Okay.
Oh.
It hurts. So that's like a
Have
low
you
ball.
said that to him?
Yes, ma'am.
Coming up,
When you tell somebody that, it has consequences. You end up in my courtroom.
I mean, has he done anything that, you don't think it was appropriate in your relationship?
He done text other females
Okay.
And how do you know this?
because I went through his phone.
are you in need of a paternity test? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
There is a question about Legacy's paternity because you requested a DNA test, right?
Yes, because when we get to arguing, she'd be like, Legacy ain't yours, no way. So that really hurts me. So that's like a
Have
low
you
ball.
said that to him?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's the thing. When you tell somebody that, it has consequences. You end up in my courtroom and us doing DNA tests in the seat. So
Yeah.
why are you saying that to him?
Because I be hurt.
Emotions, getting the best
Yeah.
of her.
Were you there for the baby's birth?
No,
You were not?
I was not.
Why not?
Because I let my ego get the best of me, my ego. Because I was like, once she said she didn't want me there or she talking about the baby ain't mine, it's like, what's the
I'm
point of
out.
me being right there?
Ms. Bacon, did you tell him that you didn't want him there for the baby's birth?
Yes, Your Honor.
And why did you tell him that?
We was broken up. We was off and on, basically. And then we was going through a lot. And so I told him the baby wasn't his.
So you said the baby's not yours, so no need of you even coming to the hospital.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you tell him that the baby was somebody else's?
No,
You didn't name somebody, you just said it wasn't him.
correct.
Because
Okay.
I'm thinking the man's natural response is, well, whose is it? He didn't respond that way?
No.
He was like, it don't matter to me.
He was like, he didn't care, so I left it how it was.
And so Ms. Bacon, I mean, we don't want to put all this on you. I mean,
No.
because, I mean, has he done anything that, you don't think it was appropriate in your relationship?
Yes, sir.
Like what?
He done text other females. He has went and seen other females.
That's a lie.
Okay.
And how do you know this?
Because I went through his phone.
Yeah, there you go.
And what caused you to go through his
DMs.
phone?
Basically, he be asleep, and I just take the phone and go through it.
But for most women, it's like, something happens, and they may not do it right that moment, but they're picking their time. And so when the time is right, i.e. when he's asleep,
All right.
they then go through the phone. So I'm asking you, was there one event that made you say,
I need to check this phone.
next time I get a chance, I'm going through his phone?
No,
Well,
Your Honor. I didn't
Me,
get her.
me and his other baby mama, we was cool talking to each other, whatever, whatnot. So she told me some things, and it made me go through the phone.
Okay. And what things did she say he was doing?
She said he was a cheater, a liar. He talked to other females, see other females.
Okay, and when you went through the messages, what did you see?
I seen where he was texting a female, telling her he wanted to see her. When can they chill, meet up together?
Lies.
So, go ahead.
And did you confront Mr. Childs about that?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what did Mr. Childs say?
He basically was like, I was tripping, I was delusional, I didn't know what I was talking about.
Did you show him the text messages that you found?
No.
Okay, so
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, Your
she
Honor.
showed and
Yeah, 'cause she showed me, because I deleted it, and she showed me how she got it back.
Okay.
So, so Your Honor, but...
Okay, wait 1 minute. Right there. There were texts between you and other women saying, I want to chill, when can I see you?
But it...
Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Up next,
Mr. Childs believes that there is some question about the paternity of your daughter, Legacy. So I'm asking you, is there a chance that there's someone other than Mr. Childs who could be Legacy's father? So you said the baby's not yours, so no need of you even coming to the hospital.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you tell him that the baby was somebody else's?
No.
Because
Okay.
I'm thinking the man's natural response is, well, whose is it? He didn't respond that way?
No.
He was like, it don't matter to me.
No.
What were the text
They
messages?
wanted to see me. They want to chill with me.
And
Oh,
he was
But my
okay. Did you respond to them?
No, Your Honor.
Did he respond to these texts?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said, I can be back over there Tuesday.
I can be back over there Tuesday.
I'll be
Which
back
indi-
over there Tuesday.
Which indicates he had been there and he
Been
was
there,
coming back on
over there.
Tuesday.
Yep.
I even told Your Honor, we can call these people and everything. You really, that's why I say you tripping, because you not, instead you listening and hearing me out when I say we can call these people. Like, we don't have nothing going on. But I should have just came to her and just said, look what's going on. But at the same time, I'm looking at it like I shouldn't have to say all that. If I just delete it and I'm not in no relationship, I'm with you, I'm rocking with you. I'm showing you that I'm with you. I don't care about nobody else. And even though she caught me, I'm gonna say, okay, well, I'm trying to explain myself. She don't want to hear it. She crying. She cussing me out, ready to put her hands on me. And I said, we can call these females. She said, oh, I don't want to hear it. They gonna lie.
So what we have here is we have text messages with you and the other women who are writing you. You say you didn't respond, and okay, so that's raised some question in her mind about whether there's some other women involved.
Right, Your Honor.
But we are here for a DNA test, which means that you've got some question about whether there are other men involved.
Right.
So these women have nothing to do with the DNA test that we're here for. Yeah, right?
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Childs believes that there is some question about the paternity of your daughter, Legacy. So I'm asking you, is there a chance that there's someone other than Mr. Childs who could be Legacy's father?
No.
That was a slow no, and maybe you
And
had
it
to
was
double
not your
check,
strongest
and that's
testimony.
fine. But are you 100% sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're
Are you
100% sure?
Because that answer was like, well, let me think.
And there's nothing wrong with thinking before you answer, but I just want to make sure. You are 100% sure that Legacy is Mr. Child's daughter?
Mr.
Yes, Your
Cutler,
Honor.
Yes.
is Austin your son?
Yes.
You see how that happened? But no, it should not be this like, well, let me see. Okay, he was on Monday. I think I conceived on Friday. No, I'm okay. That's what I saw you doing, and I'm like, okay. If you got a story to tell, you tell it before we tell it, is what I'm saying.
I need to know something, you know?
What? Well, I think it's time. We're now ready to reveal the DNA results, which were prepared by DNA Diagnostics regarding one-year-old Legacy Macon.
Mr. Childs,
Yes, Your Honor.
the DNA results conclusively prove that you
Hold on, Your Honor. You taking too long.
are not the father.
Yeah. Put the picture back up in the monitor. I hadn't seen a picture of the baby, but when I looked over at the monitor, I'm like, yeah, I don't see that adding up to that.
All right.
Ms. Macon? I guess we understand now why you paused a little bit before you answered.
Beautiful baby.
Since Mr. Childs is not the father, do you know who the father is?
No.
You still can't narrow it down after Mr. Childs has been excluded?
Yes, I can.
You can narrow it down? Okay. Well, Mr. Childs, you came here to get some answers. You wanted to know if Legacy was your daughter. You now know that she is not. What does that mean for your relationship with Ms. Macon?
Well, it can't change a thing now because she's withholding my child now. She's pregnant as we speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of hurt to find out that Legacy is not mine, but it's like, you know, at the same time, I'm still gonna be there for the Legacy because I've been in that baby life before she even turned one. And I ain't gonna stop loving this girl because that happened. It hurts. But,
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Childs?
yes.
Do you have any questions regarding the baby that's on the way?
It's starting to raise some eyebrows.
Well,
Yeah.
If it was possible, we can come back for another DNA test for that one. 'Cause
well, you know our people, and if that is something we need to do, we will see if we can make that happen, sir.
I definitely would love that, Your Honor.
Ms. Macon, not the outcome I was hoping for you. Is there any reason to think that this baby that you are carrying is not Mr. Childs?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's hurt. It hurt though, Your Honor. But I put a lot of time with that baby. You can't get that back, but like I said, I'm still gonna be there for that baby though.
Okay. That's wonderful. That she needs that. And God bless you for doing it.
Thank you.
Close it out.
That is the determination of this court. Court is adjourned.
Today on Cutler's Court.
Alfred came into this marriage unhealed.
I found out she was at his house.
Do you see any irony in that you all are giving sexual advice to folks, but y'all are here like, save us?
What was her answer to that question?
Her answer to that question was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph examination revealed
Relationships on the brink of collapse. This is Cutler's Court. Andresia Taylor says her world is in turmoil after only 7 months of marriage. She suspects her husband is not the man she thought she knew, leaving her uncertain about their future together. In court today, she's looking for the truth and possibly the courage to make a life-altering decision. Alfred Taylor is convinced his wife has crossed a line, and he's demanding answers. Suspecting she may have been too close to an old coworker, he's putting his faith in a lie detector test to uncover the truth. Today, in court, Alfred seeks reassurance or a reason to end it all.
Your Honor, this is case number 2019, Taylor versus Taylor.
How are you, Mrs. Taylor?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm okay. You have come because you feel like you pulled back the curtain after you got married and you don't know who that person is.
Imposter?
Imposter. Okay, tell me about why we are here.
We are here because my husband and I have been married a little over 7 months.
Yes.
And as you stated, the man I met is not the man that I am married to.
Okay.
So I honestly don't know if we're gonna make it to 1 year, let alone the next day. And I'm trying to get some help because if not, I will be filing for annulment.
Okay. I feel compelled. How long did you know Mr. Taylor before you married him?
We got together April 2023. He asked me to marry him in June, and we got married in March 30th this year.
How did you all meet? Let me start there.
We met in the airport. Met there. I knew who she was previously.
Stalker.
She could say that. I probably was stalking a little bit. But no, we were friends on social media before. So, yeah, we just met that way, and it was just like, I told her that, like, you were the most beautiful woman to me. I mean, look, I've been following you for all this time, and man, I really wanted her. I mean, she was a beautiful person, beautiful soul, had the personality and everything.
He was really sweet. We got on the plane, was on the same plane like he stated, and I was going to see another man.
You were on your way to see another man?
Yes, but God works in mysterious ways, right?
Okay.
he hit me on Facebook and was like, "What's your Cash App?" And first I was like, "Well, I ain't want to see thirsty," but then I was like, "Well, it doesn't matter, I'm parched." So I gave him
Not a part. Oh, my goodness, okay.
my Cash App. He sent me money for dinner, which was sweet.
Did you all eventually go out?
Yes, so he always saying like, "Dang, I wish I could see you on a date." So I had just texted him like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to this comedy show." And he was like, "Pick your seats." And I was like, wow. He really went all in out for our first date.
What was it about him that you were like, this could be my person?
He was charming. He was charismatic. We lived in 2 different cities, so he would drive 2.5 hours every weekend. Didn't miss a weekend to come see me. Just really consistent.
It sounds lovely. Why in the world are we here?
My husband is horrible with finances. I didn't know that prior to marrying him. We was living paycheck to paycheck. And so I'm just like, I'm really good with finances. So I'm just like, what's going on? And what made me look into it is that I came home one day, about to get in the shower, the water's off. So I'm like, "Alfred, why is the water off?" "Oh, I forgot to pay the bill." Things happen, but when he didn't have the money to pay the bill, that didn't sit right with me. So that day I was like, look, if I don't take care of the finances, I'm moving forward. I can't do this. I'm not gonna live like that. When we initially started, he was like, "I'm gonna give you 80% of the finance, of the money in your account, and then I'm gonna do 20% in my account. This will cover my car note, my child support." I'm like, cool, that's perfectly fine with me. But when I'm paying the bills out of the money you're giving me, and then I'm putting savings, I'm like, okay, we got money for bills, savings, but you're coming to me like, "Hey, I'm out of money, can I get it?" So the first 2 paychecks, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, okay. And I thought about, looked at the amount that came into my account, and I said, well, if this is only 80%, how much is going in his account? Call it women's intuition. I go to his account. Sure enough, that month he had like $2,000 going in the account. He spent $1,500, $1,400 on nothing. And that was our honeymoon money. We still haven't taken a honeymoon yet. We was gonna take that money and, extra money and go to a honeymoon. Well, when that was gone, completely gone, no honeymoons came. It's just, where we get money from? You're spending it. So then that was like, hey, if I don't have complete control of the finances, you can have this. I'm not gonna do this.
And so did you get that other 20%?
I got that other 20%.
Okay.
So how are things now, financially?
Financially, I take care of everything, so it is good, but sometimes he still doesn't get the aspect of saving, or, he'll say, well, I don't have any money. I don't have any pocket money.
Grown man go to work every day and he can't have $1 of his dollars? That's kind of rough.
He can't get a candy bar, he can't get a soda, I mean.
He can get that before we leave. He go to work, go to the grocery store.
Oh.
Made mistakes in the past. I mean, I did not manage money correctly. That's why I let you handle it. That's why I turned it over to you. Being a responsible person and understanding that, hey, this is the best road for us to take, I let you control the finances.
If you don't let a man have some money of his own that he's actually earning, there's gonna be, because what I heard, he's like, I've done the right thing, but it's a little stink on it. That he's not a kid, he's a grown man. Y'all need to figure that out if y'all gonna stay together. I mean, but that should be a conversation. It shouldn't be, you taking notes. It shouldn't be that way. So you found out that he wasn't good with money. So what else is making you say, I'm out?
I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't take it well. As a woman, no man should ever call a woman a bitch. No man.
Okay.
And I'm your wife. And you've been through previous relationships, and I'm asking you what happened, what you said to these previous women, and it was nothing. I walked off. But your wife, you can call a bitch, not just once, not just twice, not just in one setting. I remember it's been multiple times in these past 7 months, and it's a trigger for me because when I was younger, I was called that and abused. So,
Oh, wow.
it's really a trigger for me. And it's not like I didn't sit there and tell my husband these things before. So you're not just saying these things because you're upset. You're saying it literally to hurt me. And how could you love me and call me a bitch repeatedly? Like, you don't do that to people you love. Like, and he's like, well, you call me a bitch. And I said, yeah, I have, but it's not a trigger for you. It's not detrimental for you.
Coming up,
Do you weaponize that word when you feel cornered?
I have.
Okay.
Just because out of anger, I just get to a whole nother person. I become a whole nother person because you are challenging my manhood at that point.
do you have a relationship that's gone bad? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
Why in the world are we here?
No man should ever call a woman a bitch.
Okay.
And your wife, you can call a bitch, not just once, not just twice. And it's a trigger for me because when I was younger, I was called that and abused. How could you love me and call me a bitch repeatedly?
Yeah, she's told you in the past that, what that word associates for her in her past.
Right.
And you've used that, you weaponized it.
I have.
Okay. You understand that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay.
But it's no excuse for it at all. I'm not making any excuse at all, but I have triggers as well. Just like I was just called slow by her right here in the courtroom setting, So things like that, that triggers me as well. I don't want to call her that. I don't aspire to call her that. I hate when I get pushed to that point to say that. But I have feelings as well.
So
I hurt as well.
Let me ask you this. 2 things. One, do you weaponize that word when you feel cornered?
I have.
Okay. Number 2, have you shared with her the words that trigger you or the situations that trigger you?
I've shared with her some things about my past, but not specifically the words that were said. It was a matter of being cheated on, how women would bring up other men to make me feel less than, you know what I'm saying? And when that happens, just because out of anger, I just get to a whole nother person. I become a whole nother person because you are challenging my manhood at that point.
Alfred came into this marriage unhealed. The trauma that he experienced from the last previous women, I'm the punching bag for that.
He mentioned your comment about him being slow. Did you know that was a trigger for him?
No, because he doesn't, when I ask him what's wrong, like I'm very vocal, he'll shut down, he won't say nothing. And he won't say like, oh, this bothers me or anything like that.
You shouldn't be calling her anything.
I shouldn't.
I mean, that is for the purpose of hurting her, and you don't want to hurt somebody you love.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And even when we get in arguments now, like we get in several arguments all the time, I will sit back and just listen to her. Call me bad father, call me slow.
What I hear is whatever the issue is, they're not arguing about the issue. They're name calling. They're trying to hurt the other person. You need to change the way that you come at an issue. It doesn't have to involve name calling, especially triggering name calling.
Up next.
What Mr. Taylor's concern is you might be having great sex with somebody else, i.e. the bartender. And so you submitted to a lie detector test.
I did.
Are you ready for those answers?
I'm ready.
The trauma that he experienced from the last previous women, I'm the punching bag for that. When I ask him what's wrong, like I'm very vocal, he'll shut down, he won't say nothing again.
Like we get in several arguments all the time. I will sit back and just listen to her. Call me bad father, call me slow.
Your court papers also indicate that you said there's a lack of trust. What's involved with that?
She's very friendly when it comes to guys, so. And when I see that and it's right in my face, it becomes like disrespectful. I mean, I can understand that you have a conversation, but when it comes to you rubbing in a man's beard in my face, that's outright disrespectful.
Okay, tell me about that.
We were at a cigar bar, having drinks, ran into another couple that we met, just talking with them. she had introduced me to the guy prior, which is a bartender that she used to work with. And one of the women, she said something about his beard, my wife.
Okay.
Reached and grabbed his beard. Like this out of nowhere. I mean, it's like she was moisturizing it, putting conditioner, washing. Might as well gave him a massage.
Your Honor, I plead no contest to that because I was drunk. You ain't mentioned that part. I was drunk. I thought it was his beard. I don't know. I was drunk. I don't know. I can't remember it.
Have you experienced any other issues where there are trust issues with Miss Taylor?
I found out the same guy, she was at his house.
The beard guy?
Yeah, she was at his house. At the time, we were sharing locations. And then when I see that she's at this house, I'm like, whose house is this? So I looked the address up.
Right.
That's what anybody would have did. Sure. Look the address up. I mean, there's times before that she's checked my location and looked at my location and was like, why aren't you here? Why are you here? It's the same thing. So when I do it, it becomes a big issue. She stops sharing her location with me. I can't stop sharing mine because now it becomes tit for tat.
Miss Taylor, what's up with the bartender?
No, so he didn't tell you the whole story. I sold him a firearm. When my phone had went dead, which he knew that when my phone came back on, he was like, where you at? I said, I'm at the dentist. He said, well, it's showing this location. It's Denars, ain't it? I said, yeah, I was there with my firearm. Do you forget that? Oh, yeah. I said, you know what? To me, that's controlling.
Miss Taylor, what I want to ask is, have you ever been romantically involved with the bartender?
We went on one date, and I found out that he was a so I didn't like him like that in that aspect.
So here's the question I have, because in the paperwork, they have interesting facts that you share. And it says, and please correct, it says they give sexual advice to different couples and also perform live stream examples on FanView. Is this true?
Yeah, we like a, if I'm gonna be honest, you're married, we're married. We're a very candid couple, very sexual couple.
Do you see any irony in that you all are giving sexual advice to folks, but y'all are here like, save us? Is it just me? I'm just trying to.
No, that's true. But we need, you know what? You have a point. But that's sexual advice. We need
relationship
advice. So the sex life is off the chain.
Yeah. We have great sex.
Okay. Whatever y'all doing in bed, y'all need to bring it out the bed.
Mr. Taylor's concern is you might be having great sex with somebody else, i.e. the bartender. So that's why we're here. I mean, he wants to get some answers to his questions in that regard. Yeah. And so you submitted to a lie detector test.
I did.
Because you probably want to put this to rest once and for all, right? All right, and you want some answers.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for those answers?
I'm ready.
All right. For the benefit of our litigants, would you tell them what you do and what your experience is?
My name is John Yarbrough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner and a member of the American Polygraph Association.
All right, let's take a look at the questions that you asked Ms. Taylor. You asked her, since being in a relationship with Mr. Taylor, have you had any sexual contact with that coworker you bartended with? What was her answer to that question?
Her answer to that question was no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph examination revealed she was being truthful in her answer to that question.
And so then you asked Mrs. Taylor, since being in a relationship with Mr. Taylor, have you had sexual contact with anyone besides him?
That is correct.
What was her response?
Again, during the pre-test interview, while we were reviewing the question, she did have an admission of yes to that question.
Okay, and so there was no need to go further?
No, ma'am.
All right.
So, Ms. Taylor, who was the person with whom you had sexual contact since you've been in a relationship with Mr. Taylor?
Alfred and I got together after that weekend. We had our weekend. We got together that next day. We were like, you know what, we're gonna do this. That week after that, it was a guy that I used to talk to. He would fly back in town. He had flew in, and we actually had got up and we had sex. And I didn't see him again. since then, it's been my husband and I because we were in bliss. He was a great guy, and it was no need for me to see anybody else.
Had you told Mr. Taylor this before, right now?
No.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, you have gotten some information that apparently you did not have before. What is going through your mind at this moment?
It's a range of emotions. I know I'm not a perfect person. I make a lot of mistakes. One thing I would never do is cheat on my wife. And to know that has happened, even though we weren't married at the time, it's still hurtful. I love her. I really do.
I do firmly believe if you are going to be together, you all are going to have to figure out a way to do that that is not where you claw each other to death. And those are decisions that you all have to make. Do I think that you have the potential to be a great couple? Yeah. But a relationship, as you all well know, is not just the physical part, it's all the pieces. It's a place, you all should feel safe. If there's no other place in the world that you're gonna be safe, it should be you two together. And when you are in a relationship where you are not emotionally, spiritually, mentally safe, you don't feel that, that's a problem. Now, is it a problem you can overcome? Absolutely. But it's gonna take a level of commitment and intentionality and some work with a therapist, because you all are bringing some interesting backgrounds together in this space that I think you all need help with.
That is the determination of this court. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.